Hey everybody, it's Uzi over at Cashflow University. We're also known as CFU in the trading community. And in this week's video, I'd like to go over 2 earnings reactions trades that we took. We are in the heart of earnings season, and we are seeing above average moves being made to the upside and to the downside based upon the earnings announcements. And we are trying to take advantage of those overreactions by using our various option strategies. I'd also like to go over with you some of our other pro traders results from the week and share with you 2 very nice reviews that were left at our WAP website by our members. Before I do all that though, I'd like to go over with you a little bit about who we are. CFU is a team of pro traders each and every day sharing their trade alerts with the Discord members. What's nice about having a team is you get many sets of eyes scanning the market for the best opportunities. And what's nice also about that is you get various different strategies that we employ. No 2 traders are alike, and so our pro traders bring to the table many different strategies. Each trade alert comes with the entry, the rationale, the management, and the exit. It's all clearly outlined in the alert, so if a member would like to follow, it's all simple. We also offer a technical analysis channel. So if a member is looking at a chart on their own and they're not sure what they're looking at, they can submit a request, and within 24 to 48 hours, we get the technical analysis all mapped out for them on that chart for their reference and send it over to them. We also have a great support staff as well as a growing member base. We're almost at 1,000 members at this point. So between our own staff and fellow members, there's plenty of help and support if you have any questions or concerns. All right, let's get right into the first stock I'd like to talk about, and that is on the company named Crocs, symbol is CROX. And the strategy we used here was a cash secured put. So here's the chart setup. As you can see, Crocs was in an uptrend, doing fairly well until we had the gap down right over here. And it was a gap down on some high volume. And when you get those type of gaps, you're gonna have a lot of activity in that name during the course of that day trading. So when it did gap down, it gapped down to a key level that I follow, and it's a Fibonacci level, it's the 618 level. And as you can see here, it gapped down to the 618, and it also was coinciding with a level to the left, which was a recent swing low. So it gaps down to this level, and we feel that basically this area here would serve as support, so we sold the cash secured puts at the 109 strike price. Now, when it did gap down, here's what it looked like in the morning. So we have the price moving lower. These are 5-minute candles. And as it's moving lower, you can see, by the way, this is the level where we had our cash secured puts sold at. So we sold the 109s. And so we had a little bit of a cushion here as the price was trending lower. And on this particular candle here, this red candle, you see a little bit of a bottoming wick. It's called a wick. So what that indicates is it might be a point of a reversal here. Now, the volume was actually diminishing as it was coming down until it got to the next candle right here, this green candle, and that was on a nice above average volume level. Now, once I saw that, or once that type of thing happens, you look for follow through. Now, initially, the stock did move up sharply, and it created what's called a wick. Now, this could have been a fake out. So to ensure that that wasn't a fake out, we waited, and we waited a few more candles. These are 5 minutes again. And in this candle right here is where we sold the puts, because we've got a little bit of confirmation that it was going to move higher when it broke this level right here. So we sold the puts, and then it traded for the next few hours, a little bit up, a little bit down. In 3 hours, though, we were able to close the trade because theta had evaporated a lot of the premium that we had sold. So we were able to close those within 3 hours, which was nice. And here's the math behind the trade. Let me just erase some of these things. So basically, this is the type of trade that can happen oftentimes with an earnings overreaction. And we try to take part in these when we can. So we sold them for 110. We bought them back at 45. So do the math, and it works out to be 65 cents per contract, which turned out to be 59%. And that was, like I said, in just a 3-hour trade. Now, all of our pro traders are in each trade with you, and as you can see up above, these are the traders' confirmations up above. So you're not in these trades alone. We don't just post a trade for you to take. We're in these trades right along with you. So for transparency, we also include our confirmations. The next trade was a similar type of trade in the sense that it was a cash secured put, but the chart setup was completely different, and it was on Roku. And Roku is the popular streaming service that you know about from TVs. So the setup was different in the sense that it hadn't been trending up all year. It actually had been higher at one point. It created a gap down on that earnings report, and it never really recovered. It was trying to recover, as you can see here, from the August lows, and it was trending higher. It never quite made it through this level to close that gap when it announced its earnings. And here's the gap down that you can see here. Let me show you what it looked like after the gap down. Now on the very next, here's the gap down, but what I want to show you is, now this particular setup was also involving Fibonacci's. This one gapped down to the 38 level. Now, the previous chart we talked about was the 61.8. This one was the 382 level. Now, knowing that, we had two more Fibonacci levels as possible support if the first one failed to hold it. So we felt confident knowing that we had the backup with those other Fibonacci levels, and that's actually what happened. As you can see here, here's the morning of the trading when it opened up. And you can see it tried to get up through this 382 level. It couldn't. And these 5-minute candles show how fast it fell right through the 50% level. And it did attempt a retracement here, a reversal. But unfortunately, we got faked out in the sense that this is where we sold puts thinking that it was going to continue higher. But again, like I mentioned before, we did have the 61.8 Fibonacci level as backup. And that is the level that wound up holding. You do see a couple of fake out breakouts down here to the downside. And those were just fake outs. This level did hold throughout the day. And as the day went on, we were thinking about closing these, but we noticed that the volume was increasing as we were getting toward the close. And the price was moving up nice and steadily. So we figured, let's wait and see how it opens up the next day. And maybe we can get out with a little bit more profit and suck a little bit more premium out of this particular trade. And that's what did happen. As you can see here, the stock opens up. Initially, it moves a little bit lower after the open, but a little bit later on, it does move up higher, and we're able to close these as well for very nice percentage gains. Here's the math behind this trade. So again, here's the trader's confirmations up above. You can see that we did sell these contracts at 48 cents per contract. We closed them by buying them back at 20 cents per contract. That nets 28 cents per contract, and that was 58% in one day. So 2 earnings reactions trades, one we were able to close in 3 hours, and the other one we were able to close the very next day. And we used short-term, short expiration DTE expiries. So this particular trade expired the very next day. Here are some of the other results I mentioned I'd like to go over with you. As you can see, we use a variety of different strategies over here to trade. Anything from cash secured puts, put credit spreads, call debit spreads, butterflies, covered calls. So we use a variety of different strategies. And then you can see over here we trade at many different symbols. The return on risk ranged from anywhere from as high as 82% and as low as just a little under 1%. But you can see some very high percentage gains here. And the return on premium, in one particular trade, this butterfly created a 537% profit. Return on premium, I should say. So very nice percentages here. These were all closed this week and by a variety of our different traders. Now we also have what's called the systems trades, and our founder Steven operates those. He puts those out, and that's what you see over here: options action, CFU black, and weekly income. So aside from just having pro traders putting out alerts, you have some systems trades that we also post, and that's done by Steven. All right. So with that, I'd like to get into the reviews. Now, we get reviews each and every day, and these are 2 5-star reviews that we just recently had posted by our members. And what's nice about them is that one particular trader didn't even trade options before they got into our room. So this member's been with us for 6 months, a little over 6 months, and as you can see here, this person joined and they never had traded options before. But with the guidance of our community, they've able to begin to trade them and do well with them based on what they've learned from our room. And this is a person who's never traded options at all. And this next review is from a member who's been with us for a bit, and he's right. He says that we teach traders how to fish. We don't just give them fish. So basically, we're not just giving you trades like a trade alert service and hope that you do well. We're in the trade with you. We guide you. We give you the management behind it, the rationale, so you actually are learning how to fish for yourself. And he also left several other discords because he felt that our discord was greater than all of them combined. As you can see here, he also says that in a short period of time, he's learned about strategies, how to read charts, market psychology, and how to do risk management. So this is what we offer our members, not just trade alerts, not just trade signals, but we offer you guidance, support, and we're in the trade with you right along the way. Now, if this is something you'd like to see occur in your own account, if these are the type of trades you'd like to be taking part of, it's really easy. All you got to do is stop by joincfu.com. It's easy to get set up trading with us. We're there to help you each and every day. We have many members joining us, and all it takes is a click of the mouse on that link, and we'll get you set up, and from day one, you can begin making money with us. Now, if you learned anything from this video, please give us a like and subscribe. Give us some comments. Let us know how we can make these videos better for you. Tell us the type of topics you'd like to see discussed. But by all means, give us a like if you don't mind, and also click joincfu.com to get started with us. So with that, this is Uzi signing out, and we'll see you all on the next video. Have a great trading week. We do have the upcoming elections, so be careful with your sizing. And by all means, stay in touch with what's going on. Don't trade the market you want to trade. Trade the market that you are seeing in front of you. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.